Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. Thanks for joining me again this week. I really appreciate the time you make out to share thoughts with me. It's an international break, so we're rocking the Atlanta United jersey today. So let's continue to talk about work orientations. And I thought I was going to transition to talking about work as a career, but I'm not going to do that because I have some final few thoughts on work as a job orientation. See, most of the people who reach out to me and say, like, I can't believe you're talking about joy at work, tend to have work as a job, this work orientation. And what's the orientation, in case you've forgotten? It's this view that work is an instrument, is a tool to get the financial or material resources we need to enjoy our lives outside of work. So if I want to go on a vacation, I got to work so that I can pay for the vacation. And what that leads to are both positives and negatives. And the positives, in many cases, is that people with work as a job sort of orientation, some of them have a way of creating a healthy detachment from their work. It just has its place as an instrument. They don't develop meaningful or significant relationships with other people necessarily. They don't care too much about, what's happening in the workplace. It's just there to serve them and they're there to serve it in the sense of I get paid, my employer owes me, I've worked what I need to work, and now we move on. But it also introduces a bunch of negatives and with that detachment as well, because people sometimes miss opportunities to get better at what they do. They miss opportunities to develop long lasting relationships with people you spend a lot of time with as well. And there's a sense of fulfillment or meaning potentially, if you believe that you can find meaning and fulfillment in work, that might elude or evade such people because work is just an instrument. And work, my experiences with people who have work as a job, like work orientation, seem to be sometimes the most miserable people in the workplace because work is not working for them as they think it should work. When an instrument's not working, like your car or whatever, there's frustration if you can't fix it. And our workplaces, candidly, they're not perfect. Some are actually quite broken. So when the instrument's not working the way you think it should work, it can be extremely frustrating as well. So there are positives, there are negatives with this orientation about work as a job. And so as you think about that orientation, if that's one that you have, I just go out on a limb and say it's really hard to experience joy at work if your orientation to work is that it's simply a job. It exists for me to get the resources I need to take care of myself. It's a materialistic sort of relationship, a transactional sort of relationship. If you want to experience joy at work, if you actually think that's a thing that can be experienced, having a work as a job orientation is something you probably need to reflect on and revisit and think about later. So no value judgments yet, just presenting the facts. Maybe work as a job's worked for you and you want to share that with me. Well, hit me up and let me know. But until next time, when I think we will start talking about work as a career, stay safe and be well. And like I always say, the greatest gift you can give me is if you find value in this video, share it with somebody else. See you next time. Bye.